my dearest friend. Welcome to this podcast episode. Today, I want to share with you one of the spiritual downloads I received yesterday. It's about how our plans or goals evolve through time, especially when we invite God in our life. Yesterday, I was guided to think about my life's purpose. Naisip ko, bakit nga ba ako nandito? Bakit ko ginagawa ang aking ginagawa? Masaya ba talaga ako sa aking ginagawa? And my dearest beloved, upon reflecting to these words, I realized that sometimes the language of the mind is different from the language of the soul. And when we learn to pause for a while, we learn to decipher the voices in our head. Kung saan ba nanggagaling itong mga thoughts na pumapasok sa ating isipan. Is it coming from our mind that wants us to be safe always? Or if it's coming from the soul that wants us to be truly, authentically happy and aligned. Take note of the word aligned sa ating blueprint, sa ating God's divine beloved presence, mighty I am within us. And I am very happy and grateful that I had this chance yesterday to think about these things. Why? Because most of the time, we are caught up by our mundane daily task, which makes our life, extraordinary in a way, no matter how simple it is. And sa pag-iisip ko rin, naisip ko na, teka, bakit ko nga ba pinoproblema ang mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman dapat pala problemahin? It's because I am getting caught up sa future or sa past. And I am not giving myself grace to be fully present with the presence. Being fully present in the presence. You know what I mean? And the language of the soul is different. Sometimes the resistance comes when there is a clash or a dissonance, you might say, na ang mind kasi natin, gusto niyang maging safe tayo. But our soul, the soul doesn't care about, some of the things that sa tingin natin, akala natin, kailangan natin. The soul is all about bringing out the greatness that is already within us. The soul is about making us fully alive, making us, experience life as it is. And isn't it beautiful that despite of challenging situations, once we learn that our soul chose to do this, signed up for this, we signed up for this challenge, for this experience, life becomes more interesting. And sometimes we just need to calm our mind. We just need to assure our mind that this is not a reason para awayin mo yung isip mo na, bakit kaya ka mag-isip, di ba? But it's more on like understanding from the perspective na ang mind natin wants us to be safe. And we can introduce safety to our mind little by little through different tools that we have. Isa na doon yung meditation. Well, in our school, maraming iba't ibang tools, and I love to combine, moving our body, inviting, being fully present with our mind, having that awareness, and also cultivating that connection with our soul by praying, meditation, Reiki, and other holistic wellness practices. So, my dearest beloved, this podcast episode is so short, but I just really want to tell you this, that sometimes there might be a dissonance sa ating heart, sa ating mind, but always remember that at the end of the day, we can always ask for God's guidance para maging harmonious sila. Maging, kumbaga, vibe sila. Diba? And yes, there might be challenges that is coming into our life, especially when we chose to listen kung saan tayo dinadala ng ating soul, ng presensya ng Panginoon. It might be the unconventional path. It might not be the way you imagine it. It might not be, comfortable. But if we learn to trust, if we learn to pray, if we learn to connect within us through various ways, lots of ways actually. God is in all things, right? You can somehow find a grace. It's kind of hard to explain it, but whenever I experience this feeling, there's an, peace. There's this inexplainable calmness. And it's coming from a sense of knowing that I'm here for a reason. God sent me here for a reason. And because my soul, take note, my soul signed up for this. Like at the very deep core of my being, I was, saying yes to this experience. Although my mind that is not probably super conscious about it is having this challenge. It's part of making life interesting, and it's part of my lessons that I need to learn in this school of life. And isn't it beautiful that there is grace in everything. So in this podcast episode, I don't know ano yung mga nasabi ko, but I am just really inclined to really take a moment to share this with you. Because who knows, you might pick one thing or another, but it doesn't actually matter because I am just being led to share it, to just share it. And yes, now that I'm sharing it, I was able to share it, I can feel that, I don't know if you can feel it, but my heart right now is feeling a sense of joy, a sense of wonder to be able to share it, to be able to connect it. And it's not just really staying in my head. So that's it for now. I'm so happy to connect with you. I do hope you feel more joyful. And I pray that you'll always remember that God loves you. Bye! Mwah.